So you follow this guy, Jeff, and you rope in Anton to do this. Give me an idea of how you guys started, because what this has turned into is a pretty significant movement. You know, we're going to talk about that in a second, and it's turned into a business, and it's turned into transforming and helping a lot of people with this same challenge. So we're going to talk about that, but I want to stay with you guys for a second. What did that look like as far as what you reached out to a coach? Did they have a program that you signed up for? Kind of walk us through what taking, you know, when you said, hey, we're going to go get abs, what was next? What did that take?
Well, we hired the coach and we got the results. And then I started sharing my results online, and people were like, well, give me your meal plan. Tell me what you're doing. And so I called the coach and I said, can I sell your meal plan and just give you a referral? And he's like, sure. And I said, how much do you want? He's like, 50%. And I was like, okay. And he said, well, what are you going to do after? Because there's an initial 16 days where you go through a significant calorie deficit of real food, but you rip an average of 16 pounds off your body. And he says, well, what are you going to do after the, we'll call it the reset, cleanse part. I said, I don't know. I'll Google macros and send him something and help him. And he kind of looked at me cockeyed and he said, how about I partner with you? And I was like, okay. So Anton and I partnered with him and we created this business. And Anton and I, we teach on building wealth in the real estate investing side. Yeah. And Alan teaches the fitness side. And so we help people get wealthy and more fit or ripped and rich.
I like it.
And so this was created by an accident, but people were like, what are you doing? I want to know, because we were just sharing our results. Because I would argue one of the most challenging things in life to do is to get dominion over our body, because the deck's stacked against us. The foods, you think you're eating clean food and it's all full of seed oils and processed, and you don't know how many calories you're eating. Even if you think you're eating clean, you don't know when to eat. And it's just, we're being poisoned. And so this is a very, very simple process, not easy, but it's very simple. And when you follow it every single day, results show up. And here we are now, we got like 162 people, and we're just having fun because we're seeing people. I mean, our group collectively has lost thousands of pounds.
So you have 162 people that have signed up for your coaching program.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's significant.
Yeah.
This thing that started as a joke between two friends turned into us texting each other every day, Alan being an amazing friend and business partner, calling us on, when we step out of line, and then, so basically what it is 1 week, Alan coaches on food, fitness, and kind of the mindset around that, around where you're at, what you're doing. And then the next week, Jeff and I are going through these fundamentals. We're going through faith, family, finances, fitness. And yes, I would say most of our group is real estate people, but there are people who are completely outside of our industry. It just happened by accident. And, we started the Six Pack, and it wasn't about like getting a six-pack or the name. It's more about this idea of how can I renew my mind, renew my body, get dominion over my person, and then get away from these poisons, get away from the constant toxins, get some energy, get it to where like you feel comfortable ripping your shirt off and being like, damn, I look good naked.
Right.
And being proud of that result. One of the things that Jeff said that sold me, because once again, remember, I'm almost emotionally pissed off because he like baited me into this, is he said, we have to set an example for our children. We have to set an example for our families. We need to get out there and we need to become the fittest men on earth so that we're setting the example for them, because the deck is stacked against them and the country is telling them everything wrong to do.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, you had me at hello, but now you have my heartstrings too.
Right. So I couldn't agree with you guys more. And, Jeff, you mentioned that we're being poisoned. I've been watching, and this is what I encourage everyone here to do is, when you're done watching this episode, I would recommend a journey to learn more about what's really going on with the food in the United States. Yeah. And I would start by looking into sugar and processed food specifically, because 75% of what is sold in a grocery store should not be consumed. And I was listening to a Andrew Huberman podcast. I'm actually still in the middle of it. It's a 3.5 hour podcast with this brilliant doctor that I don't know his name. But I'm sure my team will link this into the show notes if you're on YouTube. But you know, he in reading the definition of what is food, the reality is most of the stuff on a grocery store shelf is not even meeting the definition of food.